situations now. Going into the drafting of round number 2, and it seems that back again with Fanny to be banned out. We do finally see Chips and Yushin been banned out. Gato Gacha, on the other hand, Beta Legends ban it out because they don't want to give it away again to Rise Esports.
And what I'm curious to see, right, is whether per the Legends, do they still go for these cheese strats? Do they believe in their, this ube strats, like where they bring it out and teams have never seen it before. Chang'e Golang has been so hard to deal with in ranked gaming, not in competitive, because teams, they know how to deal with Chang'e. It falls off in that late game really hard, and we did see it just now. And now with that Eve being taken out, Suyo, the holy trio being taken out from Rise Esports, they don't want to give that first pick over to Pearl Legends.
Okay, so far right now we do see all the metas been picked out already. So now let's see for the side of Beta Legends, how are they going to respond wise? Because so far we see started out they actually take out they put out the Fredrin on the last chance and for the ultimate respawn coming in from the Rise Esport, right? So now they have the potential to bring out Matilda again. I think there's a possibility they probably have seen how the fight was occurring on the side of Beta Legends, but then again, I was seeing a lot of the success rate coming in from them was not as good as we thought. They want to actually pull out to Rise Esports. Do you agree on that?
The Hylos is still in the pool. The Phoveus is still in the pool. Khalid is still in the pool. And they pick up Phoveus in Alpha. Rise Esports, if you're going to give Darkside the Alpha again, and now you give him a very premium EXP laner, one of the top few in the meta, Rise are going to pick it up. And that Matilda is not going to be able to answer. It's not enough.
Yeah, I mean, again, Beta Legend was supposed to be the one to pick it up, and Matilda is the prioritization, still questionable on the side of Beta Legends. But now they stole away Aurora in their hands. Okay, finally a good question, a really good respawn-wise from Beta Legends. But again, they gotta be careful. They finally picked up Hylos. Now, finally, we see a little bit of secureness coming in from the drafting-wise of Beta Legends. Despite we were curious on how they put out Matildas, but still, when it comes to Rise Esports, they have Phoveus, they got Alpha in their hands. Still, most of the damage come out from them, and they have Valentina as well. I know for a fact that Beta Legend had a really good respawn-wise, but still, I'm still on the side of Rise Esports right now for their drafting.
Rise Esports, they're showing that, I mean, in terms of drafting itself, it's really very calculated, well calculated, right? Yeah, you might be able to pick up that Hylos, you have that glorious pathway, but we can take it for ourselves too. We have that IMU from Valentina, and that's gonna leave your glorious pathway null and void. So they want to double down on the team fights. They are picking to their strengths, and that's what I really like. When you pick to your strength and you do not care about what the other team is gonna do, because you can do it better than them.
Agree. Now, ban-wise, they take out Bruno as well as Nolan. So, okay. I feel like a great position respawn coming in from the side of Beta Legends. But, no, that's just troll. I know for a fact that Rise is just trolling off with picking off Chang'e right now for the last ban. They know for a fact that there was not a lot of effects coming in. But, I mean, Rise Esports, I think pretty much is just like a friendly banter coming in from them.
Yeah, in terms of the goal laners, if you still want to think about the premium goal laners, right? Having that Hylos in that position, it would be better for Rise to ban out that Harif. Because that Zamon's Force together with the Guiding Wind, a lot of AoE will be coming through from Pearl Legends if they really leak out the Harif. But of course, they can pick it up for themselves if they choose to do so. But Pearl Legends is their ban right now. Do they take out the Harif? They take out the Cho instead.
Okay, now this is where the fine line of Rise. Are you going to actually allow Harith to be given out to Beta Legends, or are you going to take it off for yourself? Since that they got Moskov in their hands, and look at this. This is going to be giving more mobility-wise for them, but we got Bane as well as Izia in Beta Legends?
Okay, in terms of team fight, Pearl Legends got it, right? There's so much team fight. Like Delia's Catch together with Glorious Pathway. You can lay down that that Glacier as well, that Frigid Glacier from Aurora. And yeah, you can reposition the Ixia really well with the Matilda. On paper, yes, But on execution, it's gonna be very hard. Duck Rice Esports, they're gonna have to lag for 5 seconds and not move because there's no setup for your spells right now. There's no main initiator for Perla Legend Esports if you think about it. Meanwhile, Duck Rice Esports, they have a very easy execution with the Spear of Alpha, with the Valentina, with now that they pick up the Raging Sandstorm on the Khalid as well, there's just one more layer to worry about. Duck Rice Esports, they can go in left and right.
Wow, okay, this is way out of my analysis wise. I mean, like, Petal Legends again surprising us off with the drafting phase. I thought that they learned from the first drafting, but the second drafting, I mean, started out really good. I mean, again, I questioned Matilda wise, but they picked out Aurora as well as Hylos. That was a really good move. But then Bane as well as Isia. Now, this is where Petal Legends, again, they're gonna be a little bit squishy, they're gonna be easily targeted, and they're not gonna have that mobility wise to actually lock on to Duck Rice Esport itself. So I don't know.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, my brain is freezing here because yeah.
Not because of the aircon, is it?
No, it's not because of the air conditioning. No, it's not that. But now we have it, game 2, ladies and gentlemen. It looks as if I mean, Duck Rice Esports, they have a very good draft, but in terms of holding that high ground, yeah, I mean, Pearl Legends, they can do it for days, but let's just find out as we head on into the Land of Dawn.
Let's go, guys. This is match number 2, round number 2 of match number 2. Petal Legends Esport Indonesia versus Duck Rice Esport from Cambodia. Can Petal Legends elongate this match up, or will Duck Rice Esport make another 2-0 donut? But now fights coming in, Sun comes through, Yamikaze giving a lot of damage coming in, but he did manage to pull through, but no! Sun takes him out immediately, looking good for Petal Legends so far as they move in for the team fights. And as they pull away, they did manage to at least secure Glizzy to pull away before becoming a casualty for Team Duck Rice.
Yeah, and Duck Rice Esports, if they keep going into the meat grinder, that is Perla Legends, because they have a lot of AoE damage. They are not going to be able to survive, right? Duck Rice Esports, you know that their key factor will be that Spear of Alpha. That dark side going in, Spear of Alpha, if you manage to burst someone down, you take the team fight. But if you're not, you don't do it. Glizzy in a bit of trouble, but he's a Matilda, right? You're not supposed to be able to die in this situation, but he goes back in. What's he doing?
Why did you go back in? You're already half line. Now, this is the micro decision making coming in from Petal Legends Esport, where they are actually giving body straight away to Team Duck Rice Esport. They already got a win, but then that overextension was just not needed at all. Duck Rice Esport, Chan as well as JFAT right at the top as they trying to actually contest for the turtle. GZ Man baiting out. It seems that JFAT will try to actually steal away. Can they actually make it? It's gonna be Glizzy who make it through, but at the same time, Yamikaze takes down GZ Man. They're trying to pull into Sun as well as Glizzy. Almost barely close it out. They can actually survive it out, but no, Yamikaze, oh, barely making it alive. But still, that turtle still in the hands of Petal Legend Esport, close enough with the casualty of 1 in the hands of Duck Rice Esports.
Yeah, but Duck Rice Esports, they make them pay, right? They get that blue, they get that purple buff going for them as well. And the fact that Yamikaze is able to jump in and out of fights is going to be very scary, right? He is a roaming Khalid. Just take note of that, right? It's not as if he has a lot of farm, but he's able to already do so much at these early stages of the game.
Oh, looking for another casualty to be uphold here. Glizzy will try to help things out. Capsker Winata, as they progress, they're trying to actually go in for the crab. Okay, but at the same time, Super Take is already in the side as well, so he's still away for himself. So not to worry much, Duck Rice still covering up all the bottom lane for themselves.
Yeah, in terms of Moskov versus Ixia, right? Ixia does have that full barrage where it's able to lay down an area of damage. It's very good for high ground defense, very good for just securing a team fight zone. But if Duck Rice is able to jump your backlines, that's it. And look at the Raging Sandstorm.
coming in. Yamikaze pulls through to Casper Winata, but as Chanchan backline comes in, it's going to be J-Fat who takes him down as they pull into Sun as well. They pull away, but Sun unfortunately managed to shoot away. But Darkside on the verge of being taken down by Sun, and now there's going to be a 1-to-1 boss fight itself. But J-Fat also pulled through to Zagovic. Zagovic having a lot of damage, but managed to pull through away from Dark Rise. It's still a trade-off, but still a win for Team Dark Rise Esport to shut down the players of Perta Legends.
Yeah, and they are able to just secure themselves the space for the turtle just in time. GZ-Man, he does get a lot of macro advantages on top lane, takes out that takes out that turret, the outer turret as the Bane, and yeah, you do need a lot of farm on the Bane to get through. And if he does get the farm going, that mid game might be secured for Perta Legends Esports because they have a lot of AoE damage, but they have to manage the resource a lot better.
Okay, coming in, Frozen on the side right now. It's gonna be GZ-Man to take down J-Fight with the help of Sun. But Sun, having a lot of damage, had to pull through. That Pierce comes in for the side of Subaridix. Now Yamikaze pull into the side of Sun. Sun managed to survive it up, but unfortunately will be shut down instantly by the side of Chan Chan. But Darkside takes down GZ-Man. One more player to go. It's gonna be Zagovic to be the victim of Yamikaze. 3 wins in the hands of Dark Rise Esport, and now they're looking more sturdy than ever. And Perta Legends is out.
Yeah, Casper Winata, he just revealed his locations. Needs to run for his life right now. He might potentially die if they are able to find him, but the team member's not there.
Wait, he can actually go in for a fight with Yamikaze, but nope, unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. Even with the help, a little bit too slow for the backup. Still, the team of Dark Rise Esport, they already had it done. They already actually calculated every calculation, every movement coming in from Perta Legends. Now, Darkside try to actually go in for the back lane, fighting off with Glazy. It seems that it's going to be GZ-Man stealing away another turret. I like the fact that they are losing all those team fights, but we have at least GZ-Man stealing away. But Chechen comes in for the fight. It's going to be a Frozen side, pushing it straight to Perta Legends. One player down is going to be GZ-Man as they go in for Zagovic as well. Glazy was shut down. Casper Winata moving away from the fight, leaving off Zagovic all alone. So now they're left with 2 more players to go.
There was no way Perta Legends survived that alive. They were 3 men stunned up beneath their own tower. And that was a stolen Frigid Glacier coming out from Tian Tian. This Valentina plays has been out of this world, right? He's been initiating team fights again and again with his IMUs, and Perta Legends, it looks like they have no response for this because yes, they have a lot of damage, but they have no way of sustaining the team fights. There is no sustained damage. It's always on their big ultimates, and that is the drafting flaw of Perta Legends that Dark Rise, they are just abusing time and time again.
Agree. Now they're going to actually stall off the second turret coming in from the top lane, and they're pushing it straight away. J-Fat, it's going to be Subaridix to manage to pull ill. Now as we pull ill on, it's going to be an overextension coming in from GZ-Man who shuts down J-Fat. Did manage to get a double kill. The overextension of Dark Rise Esport has been a little bit rueful for coming in from Perta Legends, but even so, they scare out that turret for the sake of Dark Rise Esport.
A bit of an overextension, like you said. Like, it's 7 minutes in the game. You're not supposed to be diving the inhibitor turret right there, my friend, and now he will pay for it. But Dark Rise Esports, they still have a lot of map control because of that net worth advantage. 4.5k and 7 minutes is 1 to 2 items, and you only have 1 to 2 items on each hero at this point. So that's at least a 50% advantage going your way. Dark Rise Esports, they want to fight this.
It's already Glizzy trying to find an opening. It seems that Dark Rise did manage to actually steal away the turtle for themselves. Not to worry, with no casualty whatsoever coming in for Perta Legends. They couldn't even do anything, as the fact that Dark Rise had a really good defense mechanism-wise to shut them down before coming in. So Darkside was just comfortable on his own zone. But as the process come in, now Team Perta Legends, they're trying to actually stagger the team fights on their own. They did manage to actually pull out to Darkside, did manage to actually froze him off, but it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be enough as Yamikaze comes in, and we do see Chen Chen also pulls through, and it seems that Team Perta Legends, as much damage they try to actually go in, it's still not enough.
And what I want to see from Perta Legends Esports, right, is take advantage of the fact that Moskov does not have Purify. He went for Flicker. So you have to either catch him when the flicker is not available or lock him down because he does not have Purify. So you want to catch the Moskov as much as possible. Once he's gone, there's no damage available. So there might be a semblance of hope here.
Coming in right now, Super Radix clears out the last turret, the second last turret coming in as we pushing on. Hylos pulls out. Now they're trying to actually, but they're stunned out. Super Radix getting a lot of damage there. That could be an opening for the side of Team Peta Legends, but as Super Radix was able to be covered out and he pulls away from the fight, still Peta Legends could not find the opening they needed off. Darkside slowly, casually trying to actually pull in and try to steal away the buff for himself. So still the team of Dark Rise Esports having a lot of the success on the rate on themselves, and Peta Legends still haven't found the opening they need.
Yeah, and it just seems very disjointed, right? It seems like the
Yeah.
communications from Peta Legends, the full barrage was being used, but there's no Frigid Glacier to lock them in place. There's no Deadliest Catch to control them. They have so much CC, they have so much AoE control, and I feel that if they communicate better and use it more, they could have gotten that team fight to their advantage. But now they will have that available for this Lord fight. Let's see if they can communicate a level higher.
Right, Glizzy pushing on straight to JFAT first of all. Zagovic coming in for Chan, but nope, it's too late. Lot already been picked up, and that's gonna be a win from the side of Dark Rise Esports. Peta Legends still hesitant to actually pull out a really good team fight for their own potential of comeback or even reverse back this effect. Somehow, we are seeing Dark Rise having much more strong lineup for them to pull out and team fight for them to actually win it off.
And this is the problem of Hylos EXP that a lot of teams have realized, right? You are missing that initiation factor. That's why we saw the resurgence of Phobius. That's why Khalid became so high in the meta, because you can go into the fight, you can start the fight whenever, and you are guaranteed to survive for at least a minute in that team fight.
Let's go in for the Lord as we push in for the last turret. They're gonna actually try to fall out to Zagovic, but Zagovic try to maintain it, clear out Lord immediately. Great push coming in from Peta Legends itself. They clear out all of the attempts to pull in. It's just a half line for the turrets wise. Now try to clear out the minions as well. Dark Rise on the other note, they didn't actually go into that team fight for that Lord. They actually just try to do as much damage as possible, but it's just not enough. They pretty much just try to actually not overextending themselves, but I'm wondering if that's going to be a good decision making when the fact that they had the potential to just pull through.
Okay, if Dark Rise Esports, they do not manage to sync up the waves when they get a Lord, there's no way that they will be able to push the high ground, because the high ground defense is off the charts. But now we do have a him team fight.
Coming in right now as we see that Darkside haven't been frozen, he moves back away, and even so, Peta Legends finds the opening, yet they lose the window for them to pull through. And Dark Rise again looking very sturdy than ever, and they didn't matter much because the fact is even they try to initiate it off, Team Dark Rise Esports was just too much.
Yeah, there's only one target that they can potentially go for, which is Super Riddick or Valentina, right? Chin or Super Riddick, if they can catch them, yes, that's nice. But if they cannot catch them, you're not going to be able to kill Darkseid because he has a Spear of Alpha to get away, Raging Sandstorm to get away from Yamikaze as well, and you are not going to be able to kill JFAT. As long as he is able to get the Infernal Pursuit off, you're just going to buy, he's going to buy time, and the rest of the team members are going to come in. And Dark Rise Esports are task testing in the mid lane right now.
Pretty much saying that come in, let's fight. We're waiting for you here, right in the water. The water is fine. We're waiting for it. And as we move along, we do see that Lord is already going to spawn out within the 50 seconds. That's going to be an opportunity for Dark Rise as well to actually take up a notch for their team fights as well. But as we see, Peta Legends already setting up themselves as well. Now let's see if they can actually try to fight it out. Dark side pulling in, try to actually do some damage as well to the side of Zargofi as Glizzy try to actually target out to JFAT, but now backlines coming from Chan. That could be an opportunity if Peta Legends spot him out quickly, but Zargofi pushing in for 1v1, but JFAT is also sticking on it, but we got Super Riddick giving a lot of damage to Glizzy. Glizzy almost open up to be chickened down, and that's a great push coming in from Dark Rise Esports. They know for a fact that the lot is already been taken up, so Team Peta Legends, this is the second wave that you need to guard up really, really strongly.
Yeah, they do have high ground defense for days, right? They have that full barrage. They have the Frigid Glacier, Deadliest Catches available as well. There's a lot of blanket spells for the creeps. But the fact of the matter was that the previous fight, right? Super Riddics could play all the way in front, 1v5 as a Moskov, and usher Part of Legends away from the Lord. Just him alone. That was just very disgusting coming out from Super Riddics.
Yeah, agree. Definitely. This is going to be tricky as Beta Legends, they really got to know how to pick out the teams of Dark Rise Esport. Now, Lord's already marching in. This is where the Dark Rise might actually pull through. The turret has already been out. Now it's open for the next few turrets as well. Yamikaze try to actually pick up Casper Winatar as well. And now clears out the bottom turret as well. Close enough. Now they're done. Middle lane will be the next victim for themselves as well, clearing out most of the minions as well as shutting down the Lord. Right this instant, Beta Legends have a lot to cover up their grounds. They try to push in. Zagovic will be fighting off with Darkseid as they're pushing into Yamikaze, but this is where we say Qian pushing in through. Darkseid having a lot of damage, but now the turret is open. The crystal is open for the take for the side of Dark Rise. They're pushing in straight away to fight. They spotted out Glizzy. A lot of damage coming in. Sun still surviving out, still trying to reheal himself, but Darkseid having a lot of damage. Great composure coming in from Beta Legend. They still survive all those fights, and yet Dark Rise didn't manage to get any casualty pushing in, but it's done already. Crystal is open, half of the line already depleted, and Dark Rise Esport is just waiting for the right time.
Oh yeah, per the Legends, they managed to defend there, right? Dark Rise Esports could have potentially ended the game, but still, getting all those inhibitor turrets, really very good for them. But knowing that the ultimates were not available for Perla Legend Esports, they could have pushed that matter a lot further. But now they missed their timing window. Only the full barrage is not available. And Perla Legends, this might be their time if they want to win the series back.
Oh, JVAT already open. Frozen coming in. Zokovic comes through. Comes through with us and takes down JVAT. And now opening for the side of Darkseid. Darkseid will be surviving for the immortal, but Zokovic checks him down immediately. Now pushing into Super Riddick. Oh, Super Riddick almost closed it up, but Zokovic will be chasing after him. Close enough. Takes him down immediately. And Yamikaze takes it down. JZ-Man takes down Super Riddick, leaving only Qian as well as Yamikaze. Wow, what a really good comeback coming from Beta Legends. But is it going to be enough? Clear out the last turret for the side of the mid lane. Now Qian is right out open. Yamikaze pulls through for the defense-wise. They clear out all the turrets for themselves, but at the same time, Yamikaze will be stuck in the middle. He will be surviving it out, but at the same time, JZ-Man will not allow it all. Casper, Renata shuts him down, but here, Minion is doing their job, but Zargovic will be here to shut them down. What a great comeback coming in for Beta Legends, but is it going to be enough though? Minions needs to be covered up. No, Sun comes through, and now they need to do the double down work for them to defend it out. Okay, a little bit too scary, but the Lord has already been stolen by Beta Legends. Oh, the spears comes in, but it's not gonna hit anyone for Beta Legends. The double down game coming in for Beta Legends for the late game was just surprise, was not expected by Dark Rise Esport themselves, but still the question begs to differ. Will this Lord be the game changer for Team Beta Legends?
Yeah, per the Legends, they fully took advantage of the fact that Dark Rise Esports did not end them right there. And now the Circling Eagle being used, ready with a glorious pathway. Per the Legends, I mean, they might have a timing here. IMU is not available for the side of Tianqian.
JFAT is right in the open. GZ and Zogafeed will be teaming up. JFAT a little bit too ambitious. Overextension will be costing him life, as well as right now GZ-Man takes down Darkseid, pushing into Qian as well. Qian having a little bit of difficulty right here. They did manage to secure it up, but Yamikaze coming in for the backline, and we do see Frozen coming in for Super Rhythm, but the damage already been done. Beta Legends Esport shut down the crystal, giving